Who has most successfully milked what should have been 15 minutes of fame? Dr. Phil. In 1995, Oprah Winfrey hired Phil McGraw's legal consulting firm to prepare for the Amarillo, Texas beef trial. Winfrey was so impressed with him that she thanked him for her victory in that case, which ended in 1998. Soon after, she invited him to appear on her show, which turned into a recurring segment. He turned that into his own show, and now 25 years in the spotlight. Same with Dr. Oz. He was medical segment on her show, explaining complicated medical things in a simple way. Then he would be a sponsor for anything and got in trouble. Probably Jared from Subway. I believe someone at his university wrote a story about his unusual method of weight loss, which was then picked up by national news outlets. Then Subway put him in an ad. That was unusually successful, which ended up leading to 15 years of being the face of their brand internationally. Then things went downhill pretty fast from there. Bella Poarch. She has one of the biggest TikToks ever, and all she did was shake her head. It became the most liked TikTok with over 61 million likes, and now she's the third biggest TikToker with 94 million followers. Then she somehow turned that into a music career. One song even charted on the Hot 100 and got a little bit of pop airplay. Bod Bobby, aka Danielle Peskowitz Bergoli. Cash Me Outside, how about that? One episode on Dr. Phil, where he intended to exploit her and trash her on live TV. She just proved receipts for $52 million on OnlyFans and bought a house in Florida for $6.1 million cash. Hate all you want, but I challenge anyone to do better quicker. Just to add, since this answer blew up beyond belief, I added those two figures in just as an icing a cherry on top cap, not to imply that is her sole source of income. She is making money other places and ways besides OnlyFans like music and YouTube. She is currently 20 years old. Looking at what she's done with her life, she gives off the impression that she's just playing the fool while being the smartest person in the room, much like Paris Hilton. At 13, she was smart enough to figure out how to leverage her meme status into a record deal with Atlantic, and got 2 platinum records out of it by the time she was 16. At 17, she had the self-awareness to check herself into rehab to address her addiction issues and past trauma. At 18, she grifted a bunch of creeps and made herself a multi-millionaire. With her millions of dollars, instead of big ballin', she bought a house, had a financial planner start investing it, started a scholarship program for troubled teens, started a successful makeup line and her own record label. And now she's working with Paris Hilton to take down teen boarding schools that are known for abuse. The woman is fucking smart, and she intentionally hides it behind a trashy caricature of herself. Guy Fieri. He was a contestant on a reality cooking show in 2005 Food Network. He went on to win and then parlay that into almost 20 years of hosting shows, multiple restaurants owned, and a lot of other successful ventures. The show he won ran for 14 seasons with 14 winners. Does anyone remember the other 13? Guy definitely seized his 15 minutes and ran with it. John and Kate Gosselin. Only famous because she had a lot of babies and then verbally abused her husband on camera for years. The kids were adorable, but they should have had one television special, saved that money for kids' college funds or whatever, and then disappeared. So many bad answers who don't seem to understand what 15 minutes of fame means. 15 minutes of fame refers to a brief period of fame or notoriety experienced by an ordinary person. Donald Trump was not an ordinary person. Kim Kardashian was not an ordinary person. Any athletes, people who are exceptional in their careers, are not ordinary people. People who regularly associate with famous people are not ordinary people. Good answers to this question include Bod Bobby and Jeremy Meeks, who were ordinary people that parlayed absolutely nothing into years of fame and fortune.